Okay, testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1. All right, I'm going to call my technician right now. Hold on. Testing 1, 2. Test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing. Oh. It was work. You can hear me now. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. You could hear me talk, okay, and you could hear me play, and you could hear the drums, okay. I want to tell you, man, this is not easy. I should go get a job on a construction site. It's a lot easier. Okay. Anyway, you guys, sorry, you guys have all the PDFs. So here's what I'm going to do. I played with this thing all day long. So I'm going to leave the lesson up to you. Okay. Now, you have all the PDFs. You should have 18 or 20 of them. Pick one you want me to go over and we'll hang out with it. So give me a choice. I'll give you a choice. Eek. Okay, guys, what PDFs you want me to work on? Hello? I guess maybe you're not hearing me. Oh, boy. Okay. That sounds good. The harmonic coordination will do. Hold on 1 second. Let me choke this a little bit. Okay. There's 3 stages to those, what you call it, the PDFs. There's the linear, the 4-way coordination, okay, and the harmonic and cross harmonic. Now all it is it's a formula. I'm interpreting this from the stick control book, page 5, 6, and 7. I'm counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Every time I come across 1 and 3 and, she's the top. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I'm containing, or I'm locked in now with those 2 voices. My right hand is going to be on the ride cymbal. My left hand is going to be on the snare drum. So if I'll do that again, if I go 1 and, when I get to 1 and 3 and, it's the top. 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then, all right, then what I do, When I come to 2 and 4 and, the rights become the bass drum, the L's become the hi-hat. So I have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so I put that together and I come up with this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, harmonic, all right, means when I'm playing my right hand, I'm going to play my bass drum or 2 voices at the same time. I refer to this harmonic and cross harmonic. For example, if I'm playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right, as 1 and 2 and, all I'm doing is playing 2 voices at the same time. So I'm playing my right hand and my bass drum. 1. When I hit the and, I'm playing the left hand on the snare and the left foot. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I go to line 2 harmonically, and I'm going to play first 4-way coordination. 1 and 2 and. Now harmonically, that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Go to line 3, right, right, left, left. So I have 1 and 2. Okay? Hey, Paul. Any echo? Any looping? Is it better? The video okay? And the audio. Now, I take this 3 ways. I do 4-way coordination or linear concept. Line 5. Harmonically, I play my right hand with my bass drum and my left hand and my hi-hat together. Line 5. Okay, Paul, good. Thank you. Now, that's the 2 phases, the phases rather. I have it as 4-way coordination or a linear concept, or harmonic, as you requested there, Randy. Plus, what I'm going to do next, all right, is cross harmonic. Now, that's a simple process. When I play my right hand, all right, I'm going to play my left foot. 1. Okay, that's cross harmonic. 1. I play the snare drum and the bass drum. And. 1 and 2 and 3 and. What is that? 5/12 show, right hand with left foot. Are you kidding me? 5/12. Hold on. Oh, did I make a mistake? I get so crazy, man. I apologize. What was that, 5/12? Okay, let me go over 5/12. Every time, if you look at the key, 5/12, harmonic coordination. The bass drum is that first line, space, the snare drum, the ride cymbal, and the snare drum. Now, when I play cross, I'm playing my right hand and my left foot. 1. When I play my left hand and right foot. 10. So I do line 1. 1 and 2 and. I go to line 2, I have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. What's the issue? Five 12, right hand with left foot. Where's that? That's right, right hand with left foot. We're going cross harmonic. Every time I play my right hand, I'm playing my left foot. That's cross. I'm not playing bass drum like that. I do line 3. It's 2 rights, 2 lefts. It's right, right, left, left. Right, right, left, left. Harmonic now would be the bass drum and the right cymbal. 1 and 2 and. I didn't. I played first. Here's how I did 3 versions. I did, okay, as 4-way coordination or a linear concept. Here's line 1, nice and slow. I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? Now, if I play that harmonically, my right hand and my right foot come together. My left hand and my left foot come together. So I played line 1, it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Cross harmonic, when I play my right hand, my left foot's going to play. When I play my left hand, my right foot's going to play. So line 1, cross harmonic, would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Does that clarify it, guys? Is that, you understand that now? 3 different ways we did that. I mean, I'm locked into the voices. This here. That's line 1. I mean, you can move the right hand over to the hi-hat. I like that. I could have. Does that clarify it, Randy? If I made a mistake, I apologize. No shooting in the gallery here. So we have 4-way coordination or linear concept. That's harmonic. 4-way coordination. Okay, who's that? Double Kicks, what's up, man? Okay, so that, do you understand? You want me to go over any more of that, what you call it? Was it 212? That's the PDF. Like I said, I'm going to do a whole series of videos, and I'm going to put them on my website, and they're going to be ready for purchase. Okay, that was my mistake, if anything. I'm looking at 3 computer screens here. You know, that's a good excuse to say I made a mistake, you know? Okay, that was PDF 512. Paul, anything you want to work on? Ed, Double Kick, out of all the PDFs you got. Double Kick, did you get all the PDFs? Good to see you there, Double Kicks. Did you get the PDFs, Mr. Double Kick? I hate these names. Just give me your first name, man. All right. Paul? Ed, Randy gave me the first pick. Randy and Ed and Paul, give me a PDF that you want me to work from. You got the PDFs, good. All right, how about you, Mr. Double Kick? What is this? All right, what PDF would you like me to work on? I'm giving these guys a choice. Mike, okay. Yeah, the cross harmonics, it's like, I threw them all together. I gave you the 3 variations. And the cross harmonic, man, it's like, you can't, if you can, that'd be great. It can go through the whole page. And they're not about, playing with, like I said, a tune or something. It's about you developing your sense of control of your limbs. You're telling your limbs what to do. You're used to playing right foot, right hand, left foot. So you cross them. Does anybody here have Joe Casadas' book or books, Rhythmatic Patterns and Rudimental Patterns? You want turnarounds on one surface, or you want turnarounds on, there's 3 variations of turnarounds I have. Okay? All right, let me take the first, I'll do it on the snare. I'm going to have to use the floor tom-toms. There's 2 variations of 3 variations rather. All right. And I want to go back to the basics for those who were not here for that lesson. And it's like when I'm doing single strokes, I'm leading there with my right hand. That's a right hand lead. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3. The next one, if I lead single strokes with my left hand. Okay. Now the turnaround makes it clean, a transition from a right hand lead to the left hand lead. We're going to leave line 1 and line 2 out because all they are is alternating paradiddles. Okay? So we'll go to line 2 and we'll play it on one surface. I have 2 rights. A right becomes single strokes. But when I go to the left, it's single strokes with the left hand lead. R is single strokes with the right hand lead. But look, I have to go now and make a transition to make it clean to the paradiddle. 3 E and 4 E and 2 E and Is that what you want to do, Paul? This snare drum sounds like shit. Every time I take my heads off, it takes me a whole month to get the drums where I want them. These are pretty choked. Okay, now we take that same thing, the 2 rights, the 2 lefts. You understand that, Paul? Stick and show book 508. Well, let me hang out a little bit with there's 3 variations of that. One surface, like I just did, and the turnaround, you can put all right-hand accents on the floor tom-tom, all left-hand accents on the small tom-tom. I'll do that slow. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the 1. Oh, I'm gonna go with other things too tonight. Don't worry about it. All right, that was the other version. I'm playing the right as 1E and left as. So I'm making that transition. I'm playing all right hand accents on the floor tom tom, all left hand accents on the small tom tom. So if I want to play the two rights, 1E and the 2E, then left. Or whichever line you choose. The other variation is, and there's quite a few of these. That's why I asked before, do we have Joe Casadas' book, Rhythmatic and Rudimental Patterns? Joe Casadas, by the way, is still living. He has to be the fastest man I've ever saw on drums. My God. That guy was, you blink and he was gone. Woo. Okay, let's do the turnarounds. And we're going to use the floor tom-tom and the snare drum. So we're going to start with the floor tom-tom. We're doing single strokes. 1E and 2E and then over to the snare. And I wrote a whole thing of that, I think. I got to check the PDFs. So there's the three variations there. You want to stay on them or you want to go, what was that PDF what? .508? Let's see what 508 is. Oh, Lord. Come on, Matt, they were in order. 12, 515, 14. All right, 508. Here we go. And this is probably going to be new for you, Mike. I don't know if you were here for this lesson. 508, we're interpreting, again, my primary source comes from the stick control book, and believe it or not, so does everybody else's playing. Okay, so now, if I take line 1 of page 5, and it's written 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The snare drum's driving me crazy. Oh. How's that snare drum sound, gentlemen? No response. Okay. Okay. If we go to line 1 of the stick control book, it's written as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Simple. Now we're going to interpret that line swung. So that go to the triplet now. 1 and 2 and 3 and I use the substitution. Instead of the right hand, sounds all right. It sounds like shit. I got to tune it. I just put a new head on it, that's why. All right, all the rights become the bass drum. So now we're swinging it and we're interpreting the line. 1 and 2 and. Now I add my left foot on 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and... I'm sorry. Against the jazz time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that what you want to hear, Paul? Line 3. Line 5. Okay. Any special line you want to go over? Mr. Mike, do you understand that? Want me to slow that down? Ed, do you understand it? I think you certainly do. You understand it, Paul? Randy? I guess everybody went away because of last night. You don't know the difficulty I'm having. And actually, you know what the problem was? I go through this whole thing trying to reset this, reset that, reset this. The problem was when you stream, if you have your speakers on, it's not good. That's where you get the echo. Randy, you understand it, Paul? I know you guys do. I didn't get an answer to my question before. All right, everybody understands it. Does anyone have the Joe Casadas books? Okay. Everybody understands. How you doing, Joe? I didn't see you in there. Okay. Joe Casadas, Rhythmatic Patterns and Rudimental Patterns. Does anybody here have the books? You do, Joe? Randy? Okay. Which one you have? You have the rhythmatic patterns and the rudimental patterns, correct? I went through that book. I didn't go through the whole book because, you know, it's not that it's monotonous, but it's extremely helpful. What's that? You have rhythmatic patterns. Okay, Randy. All right. See, there's a problem. I've been getting some issues from these hot shots. If I take a lesson from Gary Shafee's book, I get this copyright infringement shit. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get around that. All right, so if you have the rhythmatic patterns, I'm going to give you some exercises to do. All right, from that book. Now, we're going to work with 3 drums on the top. The snare drum, the small tom-tom, and the floor tom-tom. And we're going to maneuver all around the set. We're going to go clockwise, and we're going to go counterclockwise. Clockwise and counterclockwise. And we're going to work some exercises from his book, and I'm going to show you how you could utilize the stick control book from his exercises and maneuvers. Now, the one thing I want to show you tonight from the book, and this is going to go on like with the turnarounds and whatever. Here is an 8th note triplet. Okay? And we're going to use 2 voices with this. We're going to start the 8th note triplet, alternating the strokes. 1 and 2 and let me take this off. Too echoey. Okay. I'm going to do 8th note triplet starting with the right hand. 1 and 2 and 4 and. Okay, so now we're going to maneuver from the floor tom-tom to the snare drum. And I'm going to do this without any bottom. So I'm going to have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, what I'd like you to do is play that bass drum 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi-hat 2 and 4. 1, 2, 1. That's one move. You understand it, everybody? Floor tom-tom to snare drum. 1 and 2 and. Okay, that's one move over and over again. Then we got the other move is from the floor tom-tom to the small tom-tom. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to do a combination. One time between the floor tom-tom, snare drum, floor tom-tom, small tom-tom. And get a smaller ride cymbal, Matt. Have a lot of fun with that. I'll write some of them out, plus the exercises this weekend. Now, I'm still pondering the time off. I feel bad when I take time off because I feel like I have an obligation. I want to be consistent, as you should be with attending and practicing. Would you gentlemen become upset if I took off until the Monday after Labor Day? No? Yes? That means today is Tuesday here, Wednesday and Thursday, then a whole week off. Gives me an opportunity to relax a little bit and to spend some time with my family and write some PDFs. Is everybody okay with that? Thank you, Randy. How about you, Mike? Paul? Ed? Okay, thank you, Paul. All right, so I'm going to do tomorrow night and Thursday night. Okay, good. How about you, Mr. Joe? You still there? Okay. So we'll see everybody tomorrow night at 7:30. Guys, have a good night. All right, so guys, I'll see everybody tomorrow night at 7:30, and hopefully the system is up and working the way it should. So gentlemen, have a good night, and we'll see everybody tomorrow night. Oh.